We are live, Bay State Running, powered by Marathon Sports. This is divisional previews. Coach H, my main man.
Coach Shep, I think you just always have that "we are live" instilled in your brain because we're not technically live.
I just say it.
I love it though. All right, we're Division II. We're starting to get up to the big boys and girls, especially the girls.
Let's go,
this is
baby.
We'll get into the girls. We're gonna go with boys first.
Woo!
You don't have the giant Ryan Osting in here anymore. He won by 40 seconds last year. Shout out Foss family behind you, Katarina Roca.
Katarina in the house.
But you do have plenty of returners in that top 10 from last year. Starting off with, in my eyes, maybe the two favorites, Mikey Griffin and William Chaffin, King Phillip and King Phillip and Colin Carlisle respectively. Jason Norris is your number 3 returner from Wellesley. Mike Norberg, King Phillip, the goofball himself. He's your 4th returner. Jack Bixler from North Andover. Zach Barry from Wellesley. Nick Valiente, he kind of had a tough day last year, my guy, but he's certainly going to be trying to put his nose into it.
The Middlesex League champion, Stephen Carvalho.
Yeah, you beat me to it. The Natick duo that's been running pretty well this year, Nicholas Malisi and Matthew George, they should have some guys up front. Justin Lombardi from Lincoln Sudbury.
Yep.
He's been running pretty well.
He has.
And Owen Mullahy.
Mansfield.
Yeah,
Mansfield boy.
He's had a really good season.
Yes.
I think that's the top group.
That's it.
Maybe Drew?
Drew Pesco, Mike Norberg, did we say them?
Yeah, we did, yeah, because those guys were all returners. Drew was just a freshman last year. He's been running well this year. We'll see if he can throw his name in there. Marco
Kokovic.
Kochovic, that sounds
Conker
good.
Carlisle.
Yeah, he was out with illness at his league meet, but he should be in the mix. And we may see another Wellesley guy in there, another Concord Carlisle guy in there, but that seems to be the top dogs as far as that top 10 goes.
Shepton, I believe the state champion is in this race.
You do?
I believe the state champion is potentially in this race.
All right, well, break. Last year, you had Concord Carlisle pull it off over Wellesley. Arlington, led by Osting last year, and Mansfield was able to sneak out the 4th spot with King Phillip getting a wild card. You're going to see probably the same 2 teams battling up front. Concord Carlisle, Wellesley.
Yep.
Wellesley hasn't really showed their cards too much. Concord Carlisle raced a little more than they did. With the horses that each team has, I say, it could be one somewhere in the 60s, maybe 70s. It's between those 2 squads.
But there's an interesting battle coming.
Yeah, not as much as in the girls, but there's certainly going to be plenty of teams.
In the team, hun.
Yeah.
The boys from Hockomock, my Foss family boys, the King Phillip boys.
Yeah.
But we're gonna stick to
they returned everybody from a year ago. North Andover boys have had a good season.
Bill Ricka's had a good season,
Ricka,
but I'm gonna have to tip my hat.
Natick's got a good one too. So
George and Matthew George and the other kid.
Yeah, we mentioned them. Yep.
But you gotta keep an eye out on a team that's gotten their just due. Foss family, they won the big wave. They won an impressive Frank Kelly. They didn't get scored in the Patriot League, but they clearly won the league. I gotta tip my hat out to the Rams. I believe the Rams have a legitimate shot. The Marshfield Ram boys are in the mix just as much as KP's in the mix, but it's going to be an interesting battle how it shapes up for 3rd place and 4th place in Division 2.
Everybody's chasing Wellesley and Concord Carlisle for sure. They've been the top dogs the last 2 years, but behind that, like you said, it is an interesting battle. So let's jump into the girls. To me, this is the best division out of boys, girls, anything in the state.
This is the race. This is the
and I don't even think we've yet to see like everybody run their full, squads and run up to their capability. And there's a good amount of question marks.
You just talked about full squad's capabilities. We haven't seen Catherine Conley.
Kate Conley. Sarna Dulme, and that's it. So she is the top returner 1827. You got the workhorse Emma Carimo
Yes.
of Concord Carlisle. You got Nicole Anderson, who can do anything.
And her teammate
100 up to the 5K. Iris Bergman, Nora Johnson, all from Concord Carlisle, and then her teammate Hannah Doherty from Billerica. She's been running really, really well. Nora Bannon is trying to work her way back from Wellesley. She had a little incident with the heat earlier in the season.
Kylie O'Black, Lincoln Sudbury.
Yeah, Kylie's kind of burst on the scene. This is her first cross-country season.
Lizzie Reynolds, Winchester.
And then another senior that's, yes, Lizzie Reynolds. She got clipped at the line at her league meet. She ran really well at state coaches. Jenna Gerard of Natick, she's burst onto the scene as a senior.
This is a loaded field. Sophia Lavolo will be in position to help the Marshfield girls do their thing, as well as Abby Monaco.
I
apologize, Abby.
Monaco.
From North Andover.
North Andover, and her teammate, Layla Kaffertrinick.
Yes.
She'll be in there. A couple Wellesley sophomores, Zoe Maggioni,
yes.
and Grace Whelan. They've helped that Wellesley team stay up there.
Yep.
That seems to be, we might be missing a few girls that could have top 10 potential. But then we get into this wild team scene.
Unreal.
To me, this might prove that the system we have is a little flawed, because I believe a couple really good teams will not go to all states that could finish top 15. Maybe even on a crazy day, top 10.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have Concord Carlisle, Billerica, Natick, Wellesley. That's how it went last year. Those were the top 2-4 teams. On the outside looking in last year, you had Lincoln Sudbury, Woburn, Winchester, Marshfield, and Beverly. Okay? Most of those teams are all going to be in the mix again. On paper, you got to say still those 4 teams. Natick, Billerica, Concord Carlisle, and Wellesley. But right on the back of all of them, Lincoln Sudbury, North Andover, Marshfield, Winchester, Beverly. Beverly is a good team. So it's running 8 deep in my eyes for Division II. And I'm not, I have, a hand in this because I coach one of the teams in this division.
Yep.
So I'm not going to try and pick a winner here. But know this, there's a good chance that 6 teams come out of this division, and there's 2 really good teams that don't make it. Because we run out of spots. You
run out of spots with the wild card. It's that good. Because I agree with you on this state that Concord Carlisle, they'll be there. It's tough to say where does Natick finish.
Yeah, I mean, will we see Kay Conley? Will we not see Kay
Conley?
Are they still strong enough to stay in that top 4?
But I'm not going to pick a winner, but some teams that I want to, on the outside looking in the teams on the bubble that I feel are fighting to go, keep an eye on North Andover, and I got to roll with the Rams.
Yeah. North Andover won Battle of the Border. They raced really well up there.
Both teams are talented, but the Rams, young. I'm not going to question their inexperience. I believe that the Rams get their just due, and they show up this Saturday.
But we agree on one thing. This is going to be the best race of the day and the strongest race of the day.
But my top 2 races of the day.
That's our Division II preview. See you Saturday. Don't miss this race.